very big journey to find the right name, but I'm so happy with my name now. Reclaiming Your Business Mojo.
I like that.
Yeah, because I used to have that actually. I used to say I help people find their mojo again. And I think now that I've got that done and I've got the sales page done over the last few weeks, and today I asked to speak at another event, and I'm putting my course up somewhere else. I feel very focused now.
Yay, clarity is a wonderful thing, isn't it?
Oh, just feels at last.
You know what? We all go through that, though. We all go through that period where it's just like, well, we all have so many skill sets. So what do you focus on?
Yeah.
You know, and then throw life in the mix.
Absolutely, absolutely. So no, I'm really happy with that now, and I'm just really happy that I can focus. And I mean, everything I do falls into what I that, but I needed one signature course to steer me to be the flagship to work towards. You know, I just feel so much lighter after finally getting.
It's because you're off the fence. It's amazing when you get off the fence, you've made the decision, and then it's just like all the pressure's off.
Yeah.
So I have been there. I wonder where everybody is. We had a lot of people. Let me just see where they are. Because this is the second to the last coaching session, and I'm going to send an email to Matthew, our editor, so that, she says she's on right now.
Did Liz say something about us doing a photo shoot in Arizona or something?
Yes, at the summit.
Okay. Because I'm actually staying with a friend for a full week over there.
Yay! Hold on. She says she's on, but I don't see her.
Who's this? Liz?
Liz, yeah.
No, she's definitely not on. Can she hear us?
No, she says she's on and she doesn't see anybody, so I'm just. Okay. Okay, it's finally launching. Once in a while, there's been a lot of problems with Zoom lately on our end. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, we've had some issues. But I'm just gonna go on. Yes, the photo shoot, you guys. I have Rachel, who is a celebrity photographer. She's going to be doing many headshots for everybody, but you guys are getting yours free because that's part of your program.
And does that happen? Is that on a certain day, or is it on the Tuesday or Wednesday, or?
It's at the summit.
Okay, great.
It's at the summit. She'll have a place with different backgrounds and stuff. The one thing that I would suggest that you do is just bring a couple of different outfits so you can have a couple of different, I usually do just different jackets. So I'll see where Cordelia is, because she was.
You are very busy. You're flying.
There we go.
Hello.
Hey, Liz.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing well.
Good. I'm going to see where Cordelia is.
Okay.
We are just talking about, you guys are going to be getting headshots at the summit. So
awesome.
So yes. I'll see and then let's just jump in and see where everybody is. Okay.
You bet. So I am right now working on putting the structure of the actual chapters together. Most of the wording is done. What I am going to do is get my first 4 chapters completely put together, and then I am going to send it off to my beta readers and and an editor. Are you providing an editor, or is that something?
I do have an editor.
Okay.
Now, it's not part of the program, but he is giving it at a discounted rate.
Okay.
So, and he is my editor. He's worked with a lot of the celebrities I know.
Gotcha.
So,
Gotcha.
You'll love him. Matthew,
awesome.
He's wicked fast too, which is awesome.
Awesome. Yeah. So I'll reach out to him and we'll kind of go from there. And then, so I'm hoping that in like 2 or 3 weeks, I'll have the first 4. And then at the end of another 3 weeks, then I'll have the last 4. And then we can kind of go from there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, things, Cheryl thought it was an hour from now. So she goes, oh, I thought it was an hour from now. I was like, no, that's how it is. But yeah, and again, guys, I'm out of it. I've had like a 4-day migraine, so forgive me.
That's
but
fine.
I just want to dive in and kind of give you a lay of the land so that you know where the rest of the coaching package is. I will be sending an email out to you guys, introducing you to Matthew Howard. He's my editor. He's worked with a number. Hold on just a second.
I heard something ding.
Yeah, Cheryl, can you do me a favor? Can you reach out to Cheryl and send her the link, Liz,
Yep.
so I can continue?
Be happy to.
Here's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be sending you guys an introduction to Matthew. We tried to schedule a Zoom coaching call with him, and unfortunately Zoom was not working at that time. So not sure what's going on with that, but he's done my book. He's done several of my friends' books, and he has been doing it for years. He's really fast. He's really efficient. And I just enjoy working with him. He's easy to work with. I love his turnaround time. And, you know, I have to say I got a couple of compliments on my book in the fact that they couldn't find any errors in it. And which is usually you find at least 3 or 4. And I've had that comment from several people that there she is, that they could not find any errors in my book. And that's pretty common with him because he's kind of a perfectionist. So,
Awesome.
which is what you want with an editor. So it looks like Cheryl's trying to get in here. I'm not, hey, there you are.
Hi, Cheryl.
Happy Daddy.
So I was just telling the girls that I'm going to be sending you guys, although you have your own editor. So I will be sending an introduction to Matthew. So although the editing isn't part of the program, he has negotiated a really amazing rate for you guys, depending on how organized your book is. Also, headshots will be provided at the summit. Rachel Gibson, who is my celebrity photographer, will be at the summit. She's doing many headshots for paying members, but that's part of your program. So
Awesome.
That's what's going on. But right now I want to talk about your books, where you are, what you're struggling with, and how I can help. So Cheryl, let's start with you, Rockstar.
Yeah.
I haven't written for the last month because I've had one illness after another, but what I didn't have enough of a brain to keep writing. What I did was I went back and I read everything I've written and I re-edited it, and I do a little block on the top of each chapter, which I did in the first book, and I'm doing in this one called The Big Ideas in This Chapter, which lots of people told me was their favorite part of my book. So I've gone and I've done all the big ideas. So I have 4 chapters to write. They're all on pets. I think it's important that I
Mine's
include
over
this in
there.
the book.
So you can see her.
Yeah, I love her. If you ever want somebody to babysit her,
I'm always looking for somebody because I just don't leave her with anybody. She's my little girl.
She's beautiful and she's got such a cute personality. At any rate, I lost all 3 of my fur babies not long after I got sick, and I was so concerned about my own health. I wasn't thinking about how all the toxins were impacting them. So my animals always lived a long time. My cats usually made it to 20, 22, 24. These guys all died at 12, 14, and 16. So I've done a lot of research on what has changed in terms of toxins in our pets.
Wow.
So it's important to me that I did 5 chapters on children. I want to do at least 4, maybe 3, 4 chapters on pets, and then I'm done. So
I love that. I love that. And I think you could also almost really separate that from the book too, because let's face it, I'm a fur mama.
Yeah, no, it ends up the man I married is deadly allergic to animals. And I
You
didn't
know what?
know that.
Paul is too, but Abby is hypoallergenic.
Oh, well,
Yep. Schnauzers don't shed and they don't have dander. There are certain animals that don't.
He didn't let me know that till I lost my last kitty.
Oh, well, yeah, we could never have a cat.
Because I wanted you. So, at any rate, yeah, since we're going back and forth to Sedona so often, maybe it's better. But I still want to address it, and I'm running around everywhere dealing with everybody else's fur babies. I love them so much.
And I just want to thank you for the lovely gift, I received. I wanted to say thank you. That was so touching. Thank you.
It was directly as a result of one of these meetings, because as I got off the call, I started thinking about, I am really bad at giving myself credit for anything. And when somebody asked me, what have I accomplished? My first thought is I haven't accomplished anything. And when I look back over the fact that it's only been 2.5 years since I graduated from coaching school, my God, I've accomplished a lot.
Yes, so you have.
I think it's important that we give ourselves credit first.
I love that. What such a beautiful message. And right now, I feel like we're all on the hamster wheel, so it's so important. And I'm still feeling the after effect of the migraine. So it's still not done yet. It's getting better, but I feel a lot of that is just because, we have so many responsibilities.
Well, it's all the stress with you running around like a crazy person for the last several weeks too. So you have to remember to smell the roses and take care of yourself as well.
You know what? And I really do realize that, November, December, January, and February are just, March and April are incredibly busy months for us. So it was an important reminder, but thank you for the lovely gift.
You're welcome.
I loved it. Thank you.
Welcome.
How can I support you?
Actually, I'm in good shape. My husband is finishing my 4th television episode with all the editing, and then I'm turning the pages over to him. And he went to parochial school. So I tease him, he is my chief grammar and spelling editor. So he'll go through. I have a tendency to do passive sentences. So where he can fix those, he will. There will be some passive sentences in the book that were in the first book too.
That's awesome.
He'll do a final and he'll make suggestions, and then it's off to the formatter.
That's great. Great. And by the way, thank you for the lovely health articles for SmartFem Success Magazine. Love that. Thank you.
You're welcome. I love doing that. I will submit something else to you soon for consideration.
That would be great. Anything for pets would be
okay.
I love that idea.
Cool.
All right. Good job. Is it okay if I move on, or have we caught up?
You can move on. We're good.
Okay. How about you, Miss Liz Goodman?
So I am in the process of getting my beta reader solidified. I've got about 3 or 4 people that I've been talking to. I'm going to run them through a shortened version of my process, because I want to have people for testimonials. I want to work out any kinks myself in the process as I go. And so there's a group where I'm collecting all that information. Let me see where else. I've got a couple more people. I'm ranging the people that I'm inviting into that. So I've got some that are brand new speakers, authors, coaches, and then I've got a couple that are more experienced that have been doing it and you can see have had some success, just so that I have both types so I can kind of see how they interact with the program and stuff. So I'm vetting graphic designers, because I'm going to outsource that portion. I'm going to stop doing all that myself, and I'm going to outsource that portion so I can focus on the tasks that bring in money. So I'm vetting those right now. I should have one of those picked in like the next week or 2. And then both my social profiles will then be full of all of that content. So that's where I'm at with that.
What's the timeline for your book?
So like I said, the first 4 chapters should be put together enough to go to an editor in the next 3 weeks, and then it'll probably take me another 3 weeks to get the last 4 chapters done. And then, and I don't know, I've never done one, so I don't know how many times they need to go to an editor or anything like that. How many rounds do you guys usually do?
Usually I only went through 2 with,
Okay.
With Matthew.
Okay.
He's really sweet at the grammar.
Awesome.
And he's really good at sentence structure. And again, making sure that it's not passive,
Awesome.
passive
Awesome.
language.
Awesome. Yeah. So if I can get, so let me see, that would put me at February, the 3rd week in February.
So you'll be ready by the summit.
Yeah, that's my goal. I would love to have something in hand by April 1st. Like that's my goal, is to have something in hand by April 1st. I'll adjust whatever I need to along the way to make that work. So.
And I'm just going to tell you guys all this. A couple of you are veteran book authors. Even after your book is published, you're going to wish you did things different.
I'm sure.
As my friend Michelle Soros said, B+ is better than nothing.
It's true. It's true. Yep.
So anyway, Dolores, let's talk about you and your book now, my love.
Yes, my book is, I suppose I was trying to find some way to hook on to do marketing beforehand so that I gained an audience. I wrote my book, I've had it edited by a professional editor, but there's changes in it. I'm changing the whole ending. And one of the things I needed to do was to be more clear myself on me, because I do things backwards. I write a book that's so deep, and then I realize I go backwards and I learn how to teach it, Right. So I'm actually glad I have the course now that I'm doing. And I'm speaking more on a topic that's very focused to my book, because I'm building an audience that is around. So when my book launches, I will have built that audience, which I wasn't doing before this.
Which is great, because then you'll have somebody to sell your book to.
Yeah, and it's a targeted one, and it'll be, so I have my book printed off again, which is good. I like to be able to do my edits not on the computer, right. to see it again. It sounds like a small thing, but just to get that done, even to have that even printed off again. So, there's the doggy. He's lying out. So I haven't done much on it, but I suppose doing what this course to me is about. I've been trying to build an audience beforehand.
Well, and we talked about that earlier, about again, marketing your book before it's even written. So Liz, you've already got your beta testers, you've got your group, you're doing well with that. Cheryl, how are you doing with that?
I have 20 people who are lined up to be beta readers for the first book, and I ran into a hiccup for Amazon because they wanted me to originally do a new ISBN number, and then when I uploaded it, they didn't want a new one, they wanted an old one. And so then I had to do the cover and the cover of the book, and so any day now it will go live. I'll order books, you'll get yours so that you have it. And then I have 20 people who want to read the book in order to give me a review. So, and I'm going to give them the daily journal if they write me a review. Then I have done a stress book as a gift for anybody who will beta read the second book. And I have postcards that go on all these books that say, this is what you're going to get if you give me a review. And so that they remember that the whole idea is for an honest review is why I'm sending out the books. And I'm sending them real copies because the books are too big to read it in digital.
You know what? And I have to say, I really love the journal, and I was very touched by that. And it's important. I think that we just kind of slip into our day every day and just go and go and go. And, just journaling every day, really, it's nice to get it out from here to there.
And I do gratitude every morning. So this is just an extension of that.
Aww.
I write 5 things down every morning because that makes my day positive.
Well, every day above ground's a good day, right?
And I had a funny thing happen I finally started my group.
Yay! That was my next question.
I started setting it up when I was sick. And then I ran into a hiccup. And I went, I can't do this. And I went and I slept for 3 days. I came back and I had like 25 members in my group. All kinds of people just came and joined, and they were posting their own things without me. So now I've gone backwards, and I worked with somebody this morning on how do I fix this mess I've got, because I want to ask questions before I let people in the group.
Right.
I wanted to set rules. So she sort of showed me what I have to do to straighten it out. But I've also already got some great activity going on in the group with people who want to know about toxins. So,
Well,
and Liz has been a huge contributor. It's great that I'm getting so much activity. Sarah said nobody starts a group and gets this kind of activity.
Yeah, they do. You guys you build the group before you actually finish writing the book. And if it's a topic that people are really interested in, you're going to get it.
Yeah,
So,
well, it's kind of running itself until I get back on my feet here, which is fantastic.
God, and you know, and my heart goes out to you because, like I said, I've had this migraine and it just leveled me. So I can really appreciate where you're coming from on that.
Yeah, no, there's times when it's the universe telling us that we have to slow down, whether we want to or not.
I know, and my fur baby keeps telling me that. Look at her. I mean, look at this dog.
She's completely content over
Yeah,
it.
she's totally chilling. But you guys, let's talk about the One Habits now. You know, the One Habit book. I'm super excited about that, you guys. I've done 2 of these so far with Steve, and they have gone to bestseller in 3 categories, and really the good categories. You know, like women's and then personal development and stuff like that. So I'm super excited. The other thing about that is they've gone to Amazon bestseller, and they've also they're going into Walmart and Barnes and Noble in addition to Amazon Prime. So that will, interestingly enough, because I'm sure that this one will be the same, that'll put you into bestseller category. So when you know your other books come up, it'll kind of bring you up. If you like this one, you might like that one, but it'll get your name in Amazon, trending in Amazon, which is what I wanted. What's that?
It was an incredible opportunity.
Yes.
Well, you know, it's a great way to stick your big toe in, you know, for somebody who hasn't written a book before. And I love what Steve's done, the way he used the form. It just made it really easy. As a matter of fact, I'm going to start, well, you know this, I'm doing it now for magazine contributions because it's such a great way to organize your photos, your bio, your headshot in one thing. So I'm actually creating my own form like that because I think it's brilliant. But he's a super powerhouse, and he's going to be at the summit, you guys. Yeah. So you guys will get a chance to meet him. And
I noodled with him and ended up writing articles for 2 more of his #1 habit books.
I know, he's amazing.
I told you this is going to be my year where I don't miss making the ask.
You know,
awesome.
Yeah, get your ask in gear. And I'm going to tell you, play bigger. Play bigger. For the last 2 years, I've been doing stage swaps. I spoke at Jake's event. I'll be speaking there. Jen and I are going to be co-creating events in Colorado. I am very excited because Tony Robbins created a speaker bureau, and his team called me, and I'm actually going to be a judge the weekend after.
Wow.
The weekend after the summit. So I'm excited because I'm getting into bigger ponds. And I'm just going to say, guys, it's scary. You know, I'm kind of a big fish in my little pond, but I'm going to be the little fish in the bigger ponds. But I'm going to encourage you all to go in the same direction. Get out, you know, the SmartFem, we're here for you, but we're just getting you warmed up to go dive into bigger ponds. Yep. So I see that all for you guys. And I want to see you hitting more stages.
Yep.
You know, although Dolores, you're kicking ass and taking numbers, pardon my French, right now. It looks like you're taking a lot of stages right now.
Yes, it's something that I want to, I'm really there again, getting more confident about doing, but because I'm more clear on my story. And my first one last week was called almost the same as my course, which does a lot, it has a lot to do with my book. And I got someone to tape me doing it. So I watched it and I'm like, in some places, and I edited it, but it's good, regardless of my AMs and all that I edited out. I still think I'm on the right track.
Awesome.
Well, and I'm just going to say there's a couple of movers and shakers that are going to be at the summit this year that, of course, we're going to have Jake and Jen, and Jen is doubling down and going bigger this year. We both are, and I love that. But you guys, Michelle Soro is going to be a game changer for you guys.
Yep.
I love her. I went to her video mastery summit in Santa Monica 2 weeks ago, and it's game changer. I mean, literally, she is coaching one of the Democratic presidential candidates. She is a woman who can move $100,000 worth of product in 30 seconds on QVC. So it really is about the 4 C's. She's going to be teaching you about connection, clarity, certainty, and then, of course, what's the last one? Continuity.
Awesome.
All really big, important things, and it kind of builds with what Jen teaches too. So I'm super excited about the caliber of people that we have at the summit this year. We're also bringing in Chris Widener, and you guys will want to look at him. Chris Widener is an international speaker, but he's created a speaker bureau.
Awesome.
And he's come into the summit looking for speakers to groom. So him and I have bonded. We've become really good friends, because what I want the next evolution for SmartFem is the people that come in and play with us are the ones that get to be on the stage.
Yeah.
The people that participate and do the work and show up are the ones that I want to give stage presence to.
Awesome.
So that, you don't just come and, and sit in the audience. Dolores is actually going to be on the influence panel this year.
That's fantastic.
I'm going to keep telling you that till you believe that.
No, I have embraced it. I've told a lot of people, and I know that now Louise, one of the girls that's in Samantha's group has booked her ticket and is coming over as well.
Awesome.
Yep. Yes, Louise is, I'm going to actually see her at Jake. She's coming to the summit, but I'm super excited because SmartFem eventually is going to make it to Ireland.
Yeah.
There you go.
And people are watching what I do as they do, and like Louise would be a person like that, she's a very lovely lady. But I know that once I start to do things like that, the people will look and they'll see and they'll watch and they will be on board.
Yeah, I think they will. And you know what? Everything happens when it's supposed to happen.
Absolutely.
I am not pushing anybody, but I'm looking. I want SmartFem to be one of the places that people really come to cut their teeth on speaking and to really learn how to speak.
Awesome.
But I think you got to earn your wings. You can't just, I'm only going to let a few people do that, because I've learned that, you got to, I don't want it to be a one and done. You have a great message for the audience. And I think the people that have showed up day in and day out, like you and Twitter, of course I want you there. So I want you guys to be thinking about that for next year.
Sounds good.
Go ahead.
Sure. I did do my speaker reel with Jake, and I have to tell you, it was a very professional, very powerful experience to do that.
Jake is awesome.
He does it once a year. He does it in Sacramento. I adore his brother, who's an award-winning videographer.
Kenny is awesome.
So comfortable that you can't help but shine. And the whole group of us that did our speaker reels, we were all thrilled.
Well, and I saw yours and I saw Trina's. Trina's was amazing too. So, but Jake just brings out the best in everybody. He just does. And Kenny's an awesome photographer. So I think you got a winning combo there, you know. And I told Jake that I want to come to his next one because I want to see, you know, who I can vet that's in the SmartFem group for next year. So,
and I mentioned that in case, like Liz, in case you want to get a speaker reel.
Yeah.
The more professional it is, the better.
The better? Yeah, correct. Yep. I have a speaking engagement February 28th. I was talking to one of the local ladies around here about some of the stuff I was doing, and she's very successful in her own right, and someone must have asked her something, because then she referred me to someone. So it'll just be a small little thing, but it at least gets me in front of people talking so that I can start the whole practicing thing. So good.
And have somebody film you when you speak.
I will.
On your phone.
Yep, I will.
Because it's going to feel different, and it's going to feel a little awkward at first.
I'm sure.
And,
I'm sure.
You know, it's still painful for me to look at my old broadcast. It's like, oh God, did I really say that? What was I thinking? Look at my hair. Look at that outfit.
Oh yeah.
But you know, you get better with it. And the wonderful thing about turning 58, yes, I am 58 years old, is, you know what? I just don't give a damn anymore. Yeah. This is it. This is as good as it gets.
Goes away. I just turned 71. The fear goes away.
It really kind of does. And it really, the message is really important. By the way, I'm super excited about, had a meeting today with Allie Brown's husband. I don't know, you guys Google Allie Brown. Allie, A-L-I Brown. Allie Brown only coaches women who make $1 million.
Awesome.
Yeah, that's all she works with. I don't work with anybody else. Anyway, they're very interested in learning about SmartFem and elite entertainment. So I'm just going to tell you, Jen DeVore Richter is a godsend. Ever since I started working with her, you know, things have just gone better and better. And she's doing something that you guys really might be interested in as well. She's doing smaller groups in Colorado because she's new to Colorado. She just moved, and she's doing smaller 25, 30 people, but she is making amazing impact. And I'm going to encourage you all to start small like that. You don't have to have a big 200 people like SmartFem. You can start smaller and then kind of hone your craft and then build it as you go. And then invite other power partners who have a database to kind of partner with you. That way you can kind of build up your skills, but again, got books coming out. You need to sell start selling those books. So I want you guys to start partnering with other people in your neighborhood who also have influence and have a database that maybe will share it with you.
Yeah.
I have already started talking to a local restaurant about doing an organic book launch.
Oh, what a great idea.
So I did a backyard book launch for the first book, but we did it at John's house and it was more conducive to it. So we talked to a restaurant in town, and he's excited.
I think that's a lovely idea. First of all, there's a lot of foodies out there. Yeah. So it's
good for him because he's a relatively new restaurant in town, and yet I can eat there. It's easy. So it's good for us to partner together.
I was in Santa Barbara and I took an organic cooking class for a cookbook launch a couple of years ago with my in-laws, and it was really fascinating. Paul was flying, so I went to a cooking class with my in-laws, but she sold every book.
Awesome.
Yeah, so and the press was there. It's called The Passionate Vegetable. You might like that.
I would.
It's a vegan cookbook.
You do get up there every once in a while.
But I think that's a great, and it was in a restaurant. It was in a restaurant. They that only serves breakfast and lunch, and they opened it up for her during the evening, and she had a cooking class, and then she sold her books.
Awesome.
Cool.
And we all got to eat what we made, and I have to say it was pretty awesome. So anyway,
Can I ask you a question, Liam?
yes.
Do you think I should bring, I mean, at the big, I'd say probably November last year, I did out 2 ebooks as part of my Twitter course. It was one thing you suggested to me that I should do, you know, and it was a great, maybe you did, well, I think you might have suggested it in some way, and I did it. Do you think I should print some of those off to bring with me?
Absolutely.
And do you think I should print them in America, or?
I would say what you could do is get a local printer, get some pricing. You know, if it's a little book, you can carry them, but you can also have them printed out here, and then shipping is what's going to cost you.
Yeah.
You know,
and it's not hard to upload a small book onto Amazon. I had never even thought about it before I did the Victory Journal.
I think she wants to give them away, though, as a giveaway.
Then
right?
you buy them from them, and it's much
Yeah.
lower cost.
Oh, really? I haven't done that before.
Yeah, that's how I did
That's
the
right.
Victory Journals.
But is
Oh,
that
That's how my stress book will be.
Oh,
so it's an ebook more? It's an ebook, or is it an online book more than a print off book?
These were ebooks that became printout books.
Okay, so it was print off. People go to Amazon and they print them off from there. Is that it? No.
No, you order them.
You order and they ship them to you, or they could ship them to SmartFem.
yeah, you can have them shipped here if you want. If you
Yeah.
go through Amazon, just have them shipped to my office.
Okay. So you do your book, you put it up on Amazon, and people. Okay.
As an example, this book I'm charging $20 for, but I buy them for $6.
Wow.
And they ship them to my house, and then those are the ones that I use when I speak that I sell. And those are the ones that I'll be giving away to beta readers.
Gotcha.
See, I go to a local printer, so I never knew that.
How much? Because I've got little booklets that's part of my program. I have little success booklets and little best practices booklets that I'm printing as for part of my package. So something like that, I don't necessarily want the public to have access to. When you
And you
upload
would
it,
not want to publish
Yeah,
it to Amazon,
that's-
because obviously their idea is they want to sell it.
that's what I thought. I just was wondering if there's a way to bypass that, but yeah. Interesting.
Good to know. I'm glad you asked that question, Dolores.
Yes. Yes.
Cheryl, would you mind just putting a little blurb in the chat about that in the group?
Yeah,
that'd be
great,
awesome.
actually.
Because there's a couple of people that I think that might be interested in that as well.
I read a lot of your book, Sharon. It's really wonderful, and I'm not just saying that as to, you know, to just say, oh, you're wonderful, but your book is wonderful.
Oh, I'm glad.
Yeah, it is.
I thought it might be too simple, but it sort of did what I wanted it to do.
I like it because it's simple, because I think at the end of the day, our lives are so complicated.
Yeah, that's true.
And I don't know about you guys. I want things that are simple. I don't want to have a PhD to figure out, you know, or, you know, simple is best. And the older I get, the more simplified life I want to live. I don't want a really complicated life.
So I'm glad it's working for everybody, because
It's great.
And
when it's out, I will, you know, I'd love to interview you for my website, because that's the kind of, I interviewed an author before Christmas who had a book for fussy eaters. So, you know, I'd be delighted to share it now.
I haven't even gotten you your copy yet, because you're in Ireland.
That's okay. I'm going. My Heathrow to Phoenix is booked, but my Dublin to Heathrow isn't booked yet. But still, the main one is booked.
Well, we are thrilled. We're thrilled that you're coming out, Dolores.
Yes.
Oh, and my friend reached out to me, and she heard I was going, and she offered me to stay in her house, which I find wonderful. And she's picking me up at the airport, because I was very scared about traveling on my own. Being very honest, it was putting me off booking. Silly, I know, but she just reached out.
Not silly.
I pick you up at the airport. I have a room downstairs, and I always I've always wanted to go to the desert, and Joshua Tree is somewhere has always kind of called me as well. and she's bringing me there. And another friend I know from the same course we did is joining us. So I'd say we're going to have a tea in the desert.
Awesome.
You are going to have a fabulous time. You're going to meet a lot of connections, and I expect to see you in America a lot more.
Yes.
Sounds good. Once I do this on my own, once I do it the first time, I won't be as scared. I think it's just the Heathrow bit that, Heathrow is so big and changing terminals, but that's just an excuse. I mean, I teach my clients how to do this. That's an excuse that you just have to kind of work around.
Well, you know what? I think, and Liz knows, the SmartFem Summit, the people are so welcoming. I mean, we have really amazing people, and we've had a lot of breakthroughs. I mean,
yep,
we've had
lots of them,
and people are going to love you, Dolores. And I'm going to just say, we all friggin' need help on Twitter.
Yes, agreed.
We do. I'm good at my stuff. I am not good on Twitter.
You're not doing too badly now, actually.
I know. Thank you, my darling, for that. But I think that you're going to make some really good. Actually, I know you will. I know you're going to make some lifelong friends. You'll make some great business connections because you're a Twitter influencer, and you're going to be on a panel with other influencers. So. And these are people that are taking stages all over the world, so it's going to be a really good place for you. No.
Thank you for the opportunity.
And I have to say something. I just wanted to say this too. You're actually pretty good on LinkedIn as well.
Okay, good. That's good to hear.
Because you posted the One Habit book about being in it, and and you thanked me for it, and I couldn't believe all these comments you got.
Yeah.
So you have a really strong presence on LinkedIn as well. So I'd like to see you utilize that a little bit more.
Yeah, good point. And I was at an event as well last Sunday where I was president of Junior Chamber in Ireland, in Galway in Ireland, 1998. So I posted a picture on that, and I think that there again, it's great credibility, and I used to do that, but yeah, LinkedIn you're right, it is something I do try to do more of.
Well, you have a following. That was the one thing I noticed. Wow, you just posted that, and then all these people were commenting, and I was tagged in it. That's how I'm going, wow, I knew she was good at Twitter. I had no idea she had that kind of following on LinkedIn.
Yeah, people do, and I know that people do watch what I do. That I'm not being big-headed saying that, but I know that at this stage, and I know Samantha used to say it, that, oh, you are, well, and you are a leader in your own right in a way, because I was kind of saying, me, little me, but yeah.
Well, I'm just going to say, stop saying that.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
You have a bigger presence, and you know what? You're putting your big girl pants on. You're coming all the way to America by yourself.
Yes, I sure am.
Yes. And I'm very proud of you and honored to have you on the stage. And in a best-selling book, because I know that this book is going to be a bestseller. And Lisa Guerrero wrote an amazing foreword. Awesome. You may not know who she is, but she's big in America. She has been on Inside Edition. It's one of the, and she wrote a wonderful foreword for the book. So in addition to your own book,
Sorry, there was a bit of a, I actually, I interact with her on your account, so I know her.
Oh, she's big on Twitter. She's big. She's big on Twitter. Right now she's covering the Harvey Weinstein case. So I love her. But I just want to say that I am so proud of you guys. You guys are really the rock stars in this group. You show up all the time, and you show up in the group, and that's why I know every one of you are going to do really well. Because 90% of success is showing up.
Yep.
And you show up, and I just thank you. This was my little beta test. you know, and you guys are doing it. This just fills my heart because I don't like to put anything out there until I have proof of concept, you know. And so I would like to announce all of you at the summit, if that's okay with you guys, and your book, and, you know.
Please, yes.
Because, you know, success leaves clues, and you guys are just killing it. I mean, I'm just honored to know you all, but I also want to just say you guys are all action takers. You know, a lot of people talk, very few people follow through. And my grandfather said something that has stayed with me. People will not remember what you say, but they will always remember what you do. You know, and you guys are blazing a trail.
Yep.
And if you haven't, make sure that you tag all your sisters in this group so that we can join your groups and support you all.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that's all I got, guys. I'm going to send you guys Matthew's information for those of you that
actually I might also use them. Let me take a look at it.
What's that, honey?
I might also use them. I am the worst at writing in passive.
Okay. You know what? He is just wonderful. He's worked with some of the top CEOs and people I know, and he was referred to me, and I just can't say enough good things about him. But awesome. I will put his stuff in the group, and I'll send you all an email and with his, so you can communicate with them directly. Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Best thing I ever did joining this group.
Oh, well, thank you. You know what? I am so thrilled. You guys, we have a friend coming all the way up from Ireland. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
Awesome.
I can't wait to give you all a real hug. I feel like I know you all anyway.
Right?
I got to show you something really quick because I thought it was going to be up in Ireland last year. You know that story. But,
I sure do.
I have a travel shelf, and
oh, cool.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see it, but it's a little snow globe, and I keep this on my shelf because it's been a dream to come to Ireland.
Awesome.
It's very
so I've got Paris up there. I've already spoken England, Australia. I've got koala bears and kangaroos. I've already done that, but Ireland is the one place I want to go.
Awesome.
So that's on my bucket list.
Yeah. And people will know, especially when Louise is there as well, because Louise will be, you know, I mean, hopefully on the day too, maybe you'll have, I can do your Twitter on the day, and you can get your maybe SmartFem hashtag trending, you know.
That'd be awesome.
I mean, I'm quite happy to do your Twitter for the whole 2 days I'm there. You know, and get people.
Oh my God, you guys, isn't she wonderful?
And you know, that's what I love doing. You know, people don't have to know I'm doing it, but like then, you know, announce it, you have the hashtag, and it's like it's about.
Yep.
Then it's about. It's really, I mean, like, oh my God, yeah, it could be good. I'm not going to say any more.
Oh, Abby wants to come up and say hello. Come here.
Good.
Hold on. Oh.
Hi, puppy.
Oh.
Hi, puppy.
Yeah.
Very cute. Very cute.
Yeah, it's all about her. You know.
It's all about my girls too. I get it.
Yeah, mommy girl. Mommy girl. But Cheryl, I think you can tell that your book's going to be a big success about pets, right?
Yeah.
You know, I debate, do people know this? I don't think so.
No, they don't.
No, of course not. No.
And, you know, we're having a big, oh, I should tell you this. We're having a big charity in September at the hangar. A lot of our pilots fly for Pilots for Paws, and we rescue.
Awesome.
We're raising money this year to build a new, to rebuild a new shelter, no-kill shelter out here. So
awesome.
The building they have is kind of dilapidated, so we donated the hangar, and our pilots are going to go rescue puppies and kitties, and yeah.
Awesome.
Cause after my own heart.
Yeah.
Me too.
You would love some of these pilots, these big burly pilots, and they come in. Gail comes in with Ellie Mae. She's about this big, and this little dog has him wrapped, you know. I mean, I love men who really, you know, that's why I love my husband, you know, because he loves her as much as I do. Probably, you know, even I know Daddy's your favorite. But, you know, I think that we all work together. We can all create amazing dreams and change the lives for ourselves, for, you know, our children, our grandchildren,
yep.
and our fur babies.
Yep.
You know, and our fur babies, because I'm seeing a lot of animal abuse on Facebook, and I just can't take it. You know?
It's sad.
But I think 2020 is going to be epic, you guys.
It will be.
It is.
It already is. It already is.
Rolling out to be.
But I am so honored to have you guys in the group, and thank you for taking a chance on this beta testing. And I'm so proud of all of you. And if you haven't been an author yet, you are now.
Yay!
So I'm just thrilled. I'm just beyond thrilled, and I love that you all are coming to the summit. I'm going to get to spend time with you IRL, in real life. Yay! As Michelle likes to call it, because, well, this is great. There's nothing like connecting in person.
It's true.
For sure.
You know, and
I would love you and I are going to stay together.
Yes.
Start looking for a house next week. Cordelia decided she does want to stay with us, so I'm thrilled.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. See, friends for life.
We are indeed.
That is amazing. Well, I'm gonna. Would you quit? Mommy's on the phone. Two-legged or four-legged, it doesn't matter. I just want to say that you guys are all amazing. Somebody just popped in here. That's Liz. Anyway, love you all. I'm gonna go ahead and put Matthew's information in the Facebook group, but I'll also send you all an email.
Perfect.
Thank you
as well, so that you guys know who he is. Okay.
See you soon, girls.
All right. Yes, you will. Yes.
Yay!
2020 is gonna be epic.
I love it.
Hey, and wear your shirts, young ladies, because we have a really great prize at the summit for people that wear their shirts on the first day.
Awesome.
So wear your shirts, and Dolores has got the necklace too.
Yes,
I know. It's awesome.
So
I must start using that more in promotion actually as well.
There you go.
All right, you guys. You guys have made my day. I love you all.
Bye.
Take care, everybody.
Thank you.
My attention. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.